north side of the bay around Santa Cruz, where temperatures are going to be easily in those low 80s, upper 70s to low 80s out there. It will be cooler on the south side of the bay and inland. It is going to be toasty in spots. We're going to see some temperatures nearing that 100-degree mark this afternoon. Really, those are locations pretty far south into Monterey County, though. Ridge of high pressure in control. In fact, it is building today, and that is why we are seeing those warmer temperatures. That's also giving us a lighter onshore flow, which is why our coastal locations will also be warming up this afternoon. However, this will be a very brief warm up because as we head into tomorrow, trough low pressure actually starts to dip back down into our area. So we're not going to see a significant cool down tomorrow, but we will see cooler temperatures. That bigger cool down will actually come on Friday when the system really starts to dip into our area. So it is going to be a cooler day on Friday. We are going to see more clouds around our coastal locations starting tomorrow. We'll continue to see those low clouds out there on Friday and really through most of the holiday weekend. Inland, different story though. We are actually going to warm right back up. Ridge of high pressure once again builds back in Saturday and Sunday, and then Monday we'll actually start to see that trough kind of digging back into our area. So a little bit of a roller coaster ride, some ups and downs, but they're very minor ups and downs over the next several days here. We are watching a slight chance of showers possible on Tuesday, but again, right now it's just a very, very slight chance. This is what we're waking up to this morning. I know, just pretend with me, right? There's low clouds around the coast right now. South and east side of the bay, they have pushed into the Salinas Valley. They will clear as we head through the morning hours here, and we are going to be left with mostly sunny skies out there. That will take us into lunchtime, and temperatures are going to be warming up very quickly this morning into that lunchtime hour. We'll probably hit our peak in temperatures around the coast around that 1-2 p.m. hour. We're going to continue to warm up for those inland spots around that 3-4 p.m. hour. So the warmest temperatures inland are going to come until about mid-afternoon. Once we start to head into that sunset hour, though, we are going to see those low clouds, patchy low clouds at least, trying to form around the south side of the bay, around the peninsula through the overnight hours into tomorrow morning. There is a chance we could see some of those low clouds pushing into our valley locations. And as you notice, we also have a few thin high clouds that will be joining us a little bit later on this afternoon. So it will be mostly sunny a good chunk of the day today. Winds still going to be gusty out there, especially for the Salinas Valley. Again, pretty typical for this time of year. Those winds in the Salinas Valley anywhere between that 25 to 35 mile per hour range. We are going to have occasional gusts along the Big Sur coast and south side of the bay. These are still northwesterly winds. So again, the south side of the bay actually going to be a little bit cooler, but the north side going to be sheltered from those winds, and that is why we're going to see those temperatures in those upper 70s to low 80s, as I mentioned, in the Santa Cruz area. For the San Lorenzo Valley, we'll be in those upper 80s, low 80s for the Summit area and Bonnie Doon, and 70 for Davenport as we head down the coast. Again, north side of the bay warmer. Once you head southward toward Cashville Marina, we'll be in those mid 60s, 73 in Salinas, 88 in Hollister. We'll be in those upper 80s to low 90s for the Santa Clara Valley. So again, toasty inland. Much different story around the peninsula though. Pebble and Pacific Grove, you'll be in those low to mid 60s, but much of the peninsula is still not too bad out there. Very seasonable in those mid to upper 60s. And this is where we're going to find some of our warmest temperatures. Southern Monterey County here, we're going to see those temperatures. Parkfield, Bradley, San Antonio Valley, all of you will be in those mid 90s this afternoon. Again, Bradley nearing that 100-degree mark, not too far from there, but most of the Salinas Valley will be in those 80s. We'll be in those 80s as well for the Big Sur coast and Carmel Valley.